good, you guys? It's Boomer and Jer watching Bali Star. Today, we's getting into Jamari Academics got sued. Now, it seemed that the chick that had called him out for the R word, she really pressed through and pressed charges on him. Even though, and I've seen the video of him proving that he didn't, proving that it was his two friends that, that spiked her drink, allegedly, and did it while Academics was asleep, allegedly. So, Academics try to prove that case, but she still pressed through with it. But now, they're saying he's lying. But who's really lying? Now, I'm not the type to stand up for Academics. But let's go by the facts here. Let's go by logic. Let's go by men lie, women lie. Let's see. Let's go.
Throughout the course of the last couple of weeks, it's safe to say that DJ Academics had possibly reached his peak as a content creator. With him being the biggest hip-hop blogger and Drake lover for the last decade, Kendrick vs. Drake was an insane time for him, where hundreds of thousands of people were tuning into his streams and sharing his clips, garnering billions of impressions across Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on Ack. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back.
How am I compromised? Why you say me for?
But now Ack has been in the news for a whole other reason.
He didn't play the part where Ack played the song after, when Kendrick said, "You terrible person."
A woman has now stepped forward and is alleging and defamation. Fazia Abashi is the name of the woman who filed the lawsuit against Academics, this coming only months after the situation began to go public, and she had even posted this video at that time.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me.
I've seen this already.
I'm going to...
Friend Cheyenne. Definitely going to...
Oh.
This what you wanted, you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
And now she is indeed coming forward with her own story, and things are definitely going to heat up as it plays out in the eyes of the public. And the reason that she even made this video in the first place is all because DJ Academics' ex-girlfriend Cheyenne was trying to expose him online.
It's like y'all gonna see later on when the girl come out with her own story.
And the internet detectives kind of started to put two and two together. This story was catching some major steam at the end of 2023, and so Ack did an entire...
Now, if there is actually evidence that he did do it, oh yeah, no, he could. I'm just putting that out there, you feel me? But if he didn't, then, again, it's either or. You're going by, what is found, and yeah.
Response stream to try and defuse this bomb.
But we got a person who,
tangible
despite
evidence,
whatever that comes with me or doesn't come with me, they feel like they could threaten me with things that they believe that I would hold dearly, and I would not ever expose or say or want to be known. There was a woman that came to my house. That woman claimed she was not by me, by other people.
Well, I already seen this too.
I'm gonna send Uber, like other end type shit. Remember, she had told me when I was going.
Him look so stupid. Now, I don't really think he should have released this video because it makes him look so stupid. When you have so much to lose, you have to be much more in control than this. And inviting people to your house and passing out from intoxication is just an incredibly idiotic move. Like, to me, you're just begging for some sort of legal consequences.
Even that night, when she woke up, I went going in my backyard and I'm like, something don't look right back here. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what was y'all doing when I was sleeping type shit? Nah, we were just having fun type shit. That's what she told me tonight. Here's the thing, I got cameras everywhere in my crib, and she would come in my eye when I...
His two boys over.
You could get...
Invited this girl over, created an environment where he had his two boys over, he invited this girl over, And then he told them that she was on a promiscuous vibe before he passed out for 7 hours straight. Those are all things that he said. That all came out of his mouth.
But I'm feeling the way because I'm like, really came to my crib and just isn't really think I don't know type shit. Like, I said, y'all got a whole video of whatever happened. And she was like, what are you talking about? I still think she playing dumb. I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure, you go whatever you did last night. I didn't think you was that type of girl, but it's cool. I'm getting mad now because now I'm thinking like, you're playing with me. You're acting like I don't know. You're acting like, bro, this is my house. I tell everybody when they come with him.
Seen all of this.
Kid. She keep asking me like, yo, are you sure what happened after the shit? You can't get it? Because I could have acted like...
Situation. Like mine, he at least has some responsibility in the aftermath of that situation. Like maybe this woman didn't realize what happened, she went and got tested and something suspicious came up, and then if she wants to go back and see the evidence, I don't really see an issue with that. This would eventually result in a raid of his house.
They put me, my mom, Cheyenne in cuffs. They bring me down to the station. The reason why they did that is because Shorty went to the cops, and the cops reading and listened to her side of the story, so they kicked her like in a showcase that you not put and I
shit to happen on their property, still be this green and leaving themselves vulnerable for bad shit to happen on their property is just beyond stupidity. That's not even to mention his ex-girlfriend who stole money from him.
What I didn't know is that my stupid ass, she knew the combination. This is a chick to like, this chick is like mad, just inquisitive. She knew the combination. I got 8 safes in my crib. She knew the combination of every one of them bitches, bro. I swear I didn't know, bro. I count my money and I put them in $50,000 wads. It was in big socks that she put them in. Out the sock, 50,000. Out the sock, 50,000. Out the sock, 50,000.
Cheated on him.
And I went through her phone. This chick, the most filthiest, down low, dirtiest. Shorty was cheating.
And he still had her around. He was still paying her bills.
The case, there is no case because there is like literally, they even sent out a letter to everybody. They said, we did an investigation. There's nothing there. Okay? Nobody got charged. No case. Nothing happened. She didn't even, like, according to what she's saying, she didn't even knew no shit happened that night. And I brought it to her attention like, yo, bro, I think you should go get tested. Like, shit, I see what I seen on the...
To get tested for violation based on what he saw on that security camera.
Cheyenne is someone who's a victim of my lifestyle. I've been drinking for 10 years straight, every day. Every day, since college. Every day. If you were around me, if you were a chick that get in my lifestyle,
dude, that is not healthy.
It's going to be intoxicating. You know why? You probably don't got to work, and I start drinking at about 8:22 a.m.
Bro. Yeah, this guy needs to stop being so reckless. Drinking every day at 8 a.m. for 10 years is just ridiculous. He would even go on stream and share these text messages from the two after the incident occurred.
I tell her, yo, you should go get tested, like, because, like, okay, granted, you didn't mean to whatever, but you have the 2 dudes unprotected. You should probably go get tested. This is what I say to her. I mean, I'm okay. You said, yeah, remember.
Personally, I think her lawyer is going to have an absolute field day with this information he chose to divulge to his massive audience. In fact, at this point, I do kind of want to get down to the nitty-gritty of this lawsuit. She's being defended by the same lawyer who is handling the Rodney Jones suit against Diddy. His name is Tyrone Blackburn, and we'll get back to why that's important here in a second. On or about July 16, 2022, defendant Allen contacted Miss Abashi and invited her to come to his house and visit him in New Jersey. Even though it had been almost a year since they last saw each other, Abashi did not expect any ill intentions and agreed. She was accustomed to visiting Allen at his home in New Jersey, and Mr. Allen would send a car to pick her up. Miss Abashi lives in Pennsylvania. On the day of the incident, when Abashi arrived to enjoy her evening, little did she know that defendant Livingston Allen and his 2 accomplices, John Doe 1 and 2, would violate her. The morning after the incident, Abashi was unaware of what happened. She only became aware after Mr. Allen showed her surveillance footage of her being essayed by John Doe 1 and 2 on his pool deck. Abashi was in shock and fearful after the reality of what had occurred set in. In the aftermath, Abashi reported Allen and his accomplices' actions to the police. A violation kit was performed, evidencing that Miss Abashi had been essayed. Since reporting the horrific violations, Abashi chose silence and remained silent until on or about December 30th, 2023, When Mr. Allen took to social media and defamed Abashi, Allen accused Abashi of voluntarily having a with his friends at his home while maintaining that he never participated at all. This led to a spew of public slander, as Allen's account of what happened spread like wildfire on multiple media outlets. And all that comes from that 1-hour video I showed you guys clips of earlier. As detailed below, Allen made several public statements defaming Abashi surrounding the events of her assault. She was filled with anger, and all the suppressed painful memories of that horrific night resurfaced. In her state of anger, Abashi released a video addressing Mr. Allen's involvement in her essay, which I also showed you guys earlier. When Abashi's account was published, Allen lashed out with false statements. Allen denied involvement, even though upon information and belief that Allen's spermicide was discovered on the violation kit, this all publicly damaged Abashi's reputation even further. Before her arrival, Mr. Allen had notified his friends, John Doe 1 and 2, that this woman would be coming over and she was on a different type of vibes. A different type of vibes is an indication that Abashi would be coming over to engage in sexual activity. So already they are using that live stream against academics as factual information. When Abashi arrived at Mr. Allen's home, everything seemed normal apart from the neighborhood power outage. John Doe 1, a friend of Allen, greeted her. Abashi was taken aback because Allen did not tell her anyone else would be at his home upon her arrival. She did not suspect anything suspicious, so she entered the home. John Doe 1 invited Abashi into the kitchen and introduced her to John Doe 2, another one of Mr. Allen's friends. Due to the power outage, the three of them sat in the kitchen together. Abashi engaged in small talk with them patiently while waiting for Mr. Allen to appear. John Doe 1 insisted they prepare Miss Abashi's drink, and unbeknownst to Abashi, John Doe 1 was Mr. Allen's manager or employee, and he asserted his position by telling Abashi that he was in charge until Mr. Allen arrived. As odd as the encounter was, Abashi obliged and allowed John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 to fix her a drink. As the trio conversed, Abashi asked for Mr. Allen and was told to hold on. John Doe 1 then left the kitchen to find Mr. Allen, and when he came back he said that Allen would join them shortly. Abashi believed this was true and did not go to find Mr. Allen herself because the home was completely dark. Admittedly, Abashi recalls having an eerie feeling, but she ignored it because she had not believed that Allen, whom she had known for nearly 2 years, would harm her or allow her to be harmed. Shortly after the power had returned, John Doe 1 asked Abashi if she wanted to use the hot tub or pool and wait for Mr. Allen there. Abashi said she'd be okay with the hot tub. She was also under the impression that John Doe 1 and 2 would leave after putting the hot tub on, as their actions and gestures made it appear that they were heading out. So she enters the hot tub alone. Shortly after, John Doe 1 appears from inside the house and proceeds to join her in the hot tub. Shortly after, John Doe 2 appeared with a bottle of alcohol, and they began forcing her to take shots of the alcohol. Eventually, Abashi recalls beginning to feel strange. It was not simply a feeling of intoxication, as Abashi had only half of the first drink and a few sips of the new drink that John Doe 1 had provided her as she entered the hot tub. Abashi began feeling extremely hot, as if her body was on fire. She felt extremely lightheaded and dizzy. Now this is when the alleged incident occurs, and the details are extremely graphic. She claims the two men violated her while she lost function of her body. She then claims after the incident that she was woken up at 4 a.m. by academics also violating her. And like I said earlier, they claim they have evidence of this when she did the test kit to see if she had been violated, and his DNA was allegedly found. According to Miss Abashi, she woke up confused the following morning and searched for Mr. Allen. She looked around the house and found him in the basement on his computer. She sat on the floor next to him, and he asked her if she knew that his friends had ran a check on her, to which she said no. He kept asking, "Are you sure?" Mr. Allen then asked her to follow him into another room, where he showed her the contents of a small trash can that had what appeared to be vomit in it, and 2 gold Magnum condom wrappers, and asked, "You don't remember this?" Abashi was still in disbelief. She had zero recollection of ever being in that room the prior night. She then claims that academics would show her the footage from the security camera. Mr. Allen then assured her that everything was okay, and as he spoke, he noticed Abashi's demeanor began to change. Allen then hastily told her that his mother was on the way and would be there shortly, and proceeded to order her a lift back to Pennsylvania. Mr. Allen asked her where her clothing was. She responded that she had it. He stood there with a suspicious look on his face. Abashi later learned from the police that Allen had disposed of several items, bed sheets, etc., at the dumpster near his office. Presumably, Allen was attempting to destroy the evidence of Abashi's violation. Abashi says bye to Mr. Allen and leaves his home. According to her, she would call him while still in the lift, asking for more answers. This is when she says he began to blame her and ridicule her. Still trying to get answers, she pled with him, even apologizing for what occurred, as she was desperate to learn of the series of events that led to Allen and his accomplices' attack on her. She says she would then ask Allen, well, you said that it was both of them, but you only showed me one. Can you please send me proof of this? To which Allen sent a screenshot of the attack on Abashi laid out on the concrete in front of the pool. And this is when she would contact the police and have the test done. They would then allegedly have her call AKADEMIKS on a wired phone call, where he would allegedly admit to sleeping with her. According to Miss Abashi, on this call, Mr. Allen graphically recounts and admits to having intercourse with Abashi, even going as far as to describe her as being loose, stating, I know what your feels like. That shit felt loose. The document then shows various bruises and cuts on her body that look pretty bad that she claims came from this incident. And they also go into detail how AKADEMIKS incriminated himself via social media post. And a lot of the information they have comes from that hour-long video he did, as well as the live stream where he shared the text messages. Mr. Allen knew that his statements on December 30th, 2023 were misleading and false, as he was in possession of text messages from Miss Abashi where she stated that she did not know what happened to her on July 16, 2022, and that it was Mr. Allen who informed her of the night's events. She even expressed to him the fact that she was really hurt and needed to seek medical attention and a violation kit. I'm going to get tested this week. Think you should too, to make sure you're good. Yes, I'm going now. I'm hurt really bad. It's unlike me to do this, and I don't even know the other guy's name, so I was just laying there. And then around a day later, you called? I'm considering going in for a violation testing kit for us to figure this out, because it's bits and pieces I remember, and I'm still not okay. I mean, not sure what you want me to say. That's why I asked you while you were here if everything you did while I was sleeping you were okay with doing, and you said yeah, so I don't know. I was passed out for most of it, but I wake up now and then. Also, I was in shock. I got most of the information from you. Before then, I never met the other guy, so he just took the opportunity, I guess. That's why I told you I don't judge. Just trying to make sure you made the choice to do whatever you wanted to do. Always with you, but not this time around. I blacked out. I remember you waking me up during the night. They said you were trying to call and bring your friend to join in. LOL. Since Mr. Allen went on his defamatory tirade about Abashi, several other women have come forward with eerily similar accounts of Allen befriending them, inviting them to his house.
Yeah, no, I caught all this as well. This is crazy. This is where I looked at AKADEMIKS different. You feel me? This aside from this case, you know what I'm saying? Because this case, I don't know. Because I'm just going off of what he said. But he could leave out that detail that he, you know what I'm saying? Like he said he was sleeping all throughout the night. Maybe he wasn't. But again, for that, I'm going to need cold hard proof and facts proven of that. You feel me? Because when the AKADEMIKS said all that, that was just a he say. That was a he say, she say, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that could just be him just saying that to us. He perhaps could have moved different. He perhaps could have woke up in the middle of the night and found her at, yeah, you feel me? After he's done, go back to sleep. Wake up like, hey, what happened? Try to play it off or something. I don't know. But aside from that, this, with all the other women coming out and all that, I saw what they said and all that, man. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. I wonder if he's going to play that one clip of what AKADEMIKS said about young girls in college. Because I'm pretty sure you're aware, and he said this is like sometimes girls from 16 to 17 are liable and eligible to be in college. You know what I'm saying? They're that smart. They can surpass high school and go straight to college. 17 as well. Sometimes people graduate early and go to college when they're 17. Still doesn't excuse the fact, because they're still a minor, you know, but the way academics mentioned is like, yo, if you in college, I'm not even asking how old you is, you know what I'm saying? You in college, that is crazy. Makes me think, it's like, do people in college really ask, or do the men in college really ask how old the girl is in college, or do they just go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they just, you know, it's college life, you feel me? Do they just go along with, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, just turning up or something? Or do they ask how old these girls, like some of these girls are, like freshmen, college girls are? Do they ask how old they are?
Getting them intoxicated and then assaulting them. Upon information and belief, because of these subsequent victim accounts, Mr. Allen has a pattern and practice of engaging in behavior. Upon information and belief, several women have come forward and said that Allen contacted them when they were still minors, forged a fake friendship until they were 18, and then attempted to sleep with them. As a result of Mr. Allen's social media tirade against Debauchee, Allen has committed defamation per se, and foolishly admitted that he and his friends had course with Debauchee on July 16, 2022. And despite his lawyers basically telling him to shut the hell up, Academics would boot up his stream as this news was breaking yesterday and had this to say.
I'm gonna go against.
And I think this was after he deleted his IG too. He did this stream after he deleted his IG.
The police came, they looked, we gave them everything.
I think
pretty much everything is documented, caught on videotape. They got to see it with their own two eyes. Not only did they say, "Act, you good," and this is not just word of mouth. This is, you're officially cleared. We could not bring any criminal charges. You are not criminally liable. Academics is an innocent man who has not ever been charged with anything of the sort that has to do with any deviancy or anything like that. Has never been charged, will never be charged. That's a fact.
Basically, he's now claiming that this woman is only trying to get money out of him, as he calls it a shakedown.
It's a shakedown. It's a money tree situation.
He's also claiming that this lawyer has a personal vendetta
against him. Don't be like Drake now, bro.
We
already know you Drake stan.
Jones versus Diddy lawsuit.
Do you know who's...
I hope you ain't really acting out everything like Drake. Saying all this, but it really turned out to be a lie.
A lawyer representing whoever against me. Y'all know the lawyer? Could it be a lawyer that I've covered? Could it be a lawyer that not so long ago I did a stream putting up on the screen saying that lawyer might be out here trying to shake people down for money? That immediately the day after that, that lawyer allegedly reached out to some people of mine saying, if ACT continues to doubt what we are purporting against Diddy, remember, we could file a lawsuit on him too.
And then he also speculates that this has to do with him recently reaching his pinnacle of his career.
Chat, would y'all all agree that right now Academics has the most attention he's ever had probably in his career? Yes or no? Just say yes or no. I'm really the middle and like the most important non-rapper in the biggest beef and biggest altercation, I want to say, within my lifetime.
And some of the things he says here is just like, dude, put a sock in it. Shut up.
Let me tell you this about everybody in the industry. I'm going to tell y'all all this right now. If ACT ever goes down, y'all all go down with me. Because I hold no secrets from nobody.
Overall, like with any other case, I will not be taking a side at this moment. But damn, did Academics make several horrible decisions, not only during, but after this alleged incident occurred. Stop being driven by your ego. Stop being driven by your emotions. It's clear to me, based on the things that have happened to Academics over the years regarding women and his quote-unquote homies, that he has a serious case of arrested development. I mean, he even claims here that he's excited to see this all play out in court. So we're going to see what happens with this situation from here, but this is really only the inception, and I have a feeling it's going to get pretty crazy. But y'all let me know what you guys think down below. As always, also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like.
W background music, if you know, you know. But yeah, it seems Jamar did not put that video or those pics, you know what I'm saying, of like ACT, like, no, was it pics? No, I think it was audio of him saying, like, you know, the college life and all that, because he moving different. But hey, y'all let me know your thoughts about all this down in the comment section down below. It's Boomer. You're watching Bali Star. Make sure you like, support the video if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, so that we join up with the Bomb Squad. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. 100. Boom.
Yeah.